Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Jacoby. So in today's video, I'm going to teach you guys how to practice volleyball in your room at home. Now, I'm going to show you some more advanced drills. If you're not an advanced player, you are a beginner, I have a bunch of videos for beginners, so make sure you go check those out. So seeing that you are an advanced player practicing at home, you have already mastered your serve, pass, service, defense, you've mastered that, right? But now you just want to expand upon that, you want to get better, so let's do it. So first we're going to start with ball control, because I feel like that's what makes you an elite player, is having elite ball control. Because, for example, if I was a coach and I had two outside hitters, but one of the outside hitters had the better ball control, they can serve receive better, but the other one can hit a little bit harder, I'm probably going to pick the one who can serve receive and has great ball control, and who can hit maybe not as hard as the other girl, but can still hit and put a ball down. I'm going to pick her because she has good ball control and good passing that's needed when you're an outside hitter. That's also necessary when you're a right side, even when you're a setter, especially obviously when you're a libero and a defender, besides, the hitting part, of course. So ball control is actually my favorite thing to teach because it kind of sucks the most, but you get the most out of it, and it's the easiest to practice at home. So how we're gonna make this a little bit advanced is that we're gonna add some wrinkles to like the basics. So we're gonna start with just a little warm up, and we're gonna keep it basic. So we're gonna pass to ourselves. And what you're gonna focus on to kind of elevate this drill is to try to keep the ball at a similar height. So you wanna always have the ball going about maybe your forehead height, but you don't wanna go any higher or any lower than that. You wanna keep it at a consistent height to see if you can do it repetitively. Also, what you can do is you can see if you can get X amount in a row. So let's try to get 15 in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Perfect. All right, so I feel like my arms are pretty warmed up now. So first thing that we're gonna do, we're gonna pass high and pass low to ourselves. This is just a great way to practice your ball control, because sometimes you have to set somebody at a system, meaning that you have to use your platform to set the ball, and everyone needs to know how to do this. I don't care what position you play, everyone needs to know how to add a system set. It's just beneficial to the team, okay? Pass low, high, and catch. Low, high, low, high, low, high. And notice how I'm using my legs to elevate the ball. I'm not necessarily just swinging my arms to get the ball high. So using your base allows you to control the ball and allows you to kind of know where it's going, especially because you're indoors, right? So low, high, catch. Low, high, catch. Now, we can try to make it continuous. That's another way to make it a little bit more advanced. So low, high, low, high, low, high. This is also a great way to practice your ball control, and we're gonna move side to side. This is especially great because in volleyball, I feel like you are moving side to side pretty much constantly. So let's do it. To the right, and we're going to step close like this. And this is also a great workout for your legs, and it practices shuffling, because in volleyball, you never really want to cross your feet when you're running, because that just closes you off to the ball. So say the ball's coming and you do this. Where's your platform gonna go? It's gonna go that way instead of being open to the ball and being able to pass it in your center line. So let's continue to the right. I feel like I'm dancing. Catch, and then you'll go back the other way to your left. Perfect. Now we're gonna do the same thing, but go forward and backward. So we're gonna start center, and go forward. And then we're gonna go backwards. And once again, this just works on your spatial awareness, your ball control, and being able to control the ball wherever direction you're going. So now for the fun part, we're gonna do some one-arm passing. I know people absolutely love that stuff. So with one-arm passing, I feel like that is a more advanced skill, but it is important to quote-unquote master, to have a good touch with your right arm, which could be your dominant arm, or your off arm, which is my left. It's important to have a good touch with both, because you never know, once again in volleyball, it's so random. Say you're playing defense and you have to make an emergency move to pass the ball because you're just late to the ball, something happened, whatever. So you have to pass it with one arm. You still wanna have some ball control with it, even though you're still going with one arm instead of two. So let's practice with our right arm, which is my dominant arm. If you wanna start with your dominant arm, which is your left, totally fine. We're just going to pass to ourselves and try to keep it continuous. And notice how I'm hitting it still on my platform sweet spot. It's not hitting me on the fleshy part of my arm. That's not very fun. Kind of painful too, especially when it has pace. Ouch. So we want to keep it nice and straight. And then we're gonna go with our non-dominant arm, which could be a little bit more challenging because this is not my dominant arm and I prefer not to pass with my left hand at all, but you know, beggars cannot be choosers. Now we're gonna practice a little bit of a scooping motion, hitting or contacting the ball on the inside, because sometimes that does happen, okay? So we have to be able to get a nice little touch with the inside part of our wrist. So just practice getting your touch on the ball and scooping it back towards you. Because scooping makes the ball go up instead of down, out, whatever it is. You kind of want to scoop it up nice and high when you have to do that. So keep your hand open, scoop. Notice how my hand is facing back towards me. It's not that way. Because that way I feel like you kind of have less control over the ball. But if you're kind of curved back towards you, it will come back to you. It'll be nice and high, especially if you're scooping it correctly. So let's try with our left. Kind of challenging, but still necessary to learn. Now we're gonna put everything together, okay? And we're gonna do some passing with our regular platform and then go with our one arm. So you wanna pass, go with your right arm, pass, right arm, pass, right arm, pass, right arm, pass. And you wanna keep it continuous if you can. Notice how I'm all over the place because my ball control has gone down because you don't practice every day. But this is a really fun drill to do, especially just to see how long you can keep it going. Let's try it with our left hand now. Ooh. And if you need to start over, just catch it. Oh, that was fun. Now we're gonna practice a little ball control, but with our hands. So once again, if you're watching this video, you have already mastered your form with settings. So like that, show you again. What makes you advance as a setter is being able to put tempo and pace on the ball. So that means that you're not necessarily just setting like a sky ball, like super lofty, super high to each pin, right? You are able to put pace on the ball. You're able to set a quick middle set. You're able to go quick behind you. Your jump setting, you know, you're very advanced. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna practice just our ball control because that is the basics and that's something that you need to always practice. So we're just gonna warm up our hands with setting to ourselves. Getting nice quick touches on the ball. Make sure our thumbs are nice and back and our wrists are nice and stiff, but still flexible. And you can start moving in place, do some high knees to get warm. And I like doing high knees because it kind of challenges me. It's kind of like rubbing your tummy and like patting your head at the same time. It kind of just helps you focus on the ball when like other things are going on. So keep going with your high knees. Now we're going to set high and low. I'm going as high as I can, obviously, with my ceiling, but if we were at a real gym, you know, this would not be an obstacle. So now that we've done that, we're gonna practice setting in front of us and to the side, and we're gonna catch it squaring up facing the way the ball went, okay? So we're going to set to the side, square up into your setting motion and catch it. This is so good for you guys because practicing setting to the side is an art, okay? Because sometimes you might be facing the net and you have to side set or whatever the situation is. Side setting is something that you need to learn, especially if you're going to be an advanced setter, so let's do it. When you're setting to the side, you're also practicing squaring up to the ball, quickly finding the ball and getting your hands on it. That's also very important. Set to the side, square. And notice how I'm getting my hips around the ball. Set to the side, face. Now we're gonna go the other way, to our left. And we're practicing getting our right leg around the ball. And when you're setting to the side, you want to stay square as possible. So you don't want to follow the ball over because, you know, that's not really great technique. You want to stay square to the net, side set, and then turn and face. Okay, another thing that we can do, but it's pretty advanced, we can kind of combine the pass and the set. So we're gonna go pass, set, pass, set, pass, pass, set. And especially because if you are indoors practicing this, it is actually challenging to get your hands on a low ball, but sometimes when people pass you, the ball is not always gonna be super high and perfect. It might be kind of low and fast, so you have to be like, ooh, and get your hands on the ball. But that is it for today's video, you guys. Let me know if you enjoyed it. If you have any questions, video requests, or whatever, leave it in the comments. I always try to respond to people. And thank you guys for being here. See you later. Bye.